Alright, so let's have a look through this issue of Wargames Illustrated, November 2023. This is issue number 431. As you can see, it's got this very nice vibe, this pulp science fiction vibe on the cover, which is, I know, is what you're gonna get inside, more or less, a lot of. So, as you can see over here, it comes free with the Scott Covenanters sprue. And well, if you haven't checked out the video, we painted this exact sprue. You can also scan the barcode QR code here, so you can see what's inside. I think this is really great because most of the time, most of these magazines come sealed, and because of that, it's nice to to have a peek inside, which is what we're doing to right here. We're gonna have a peek inside the magazine. Okay, so let's have a look very quickly. As you can see over here is the table of contents, and then there's the subscription section and the Wargames Illustrated Prime. Yes, there's uh ad for you get £7.50 every month at Wargames. Yeah, all the promos, and then you've got observation post. Now observation post is basically well, news. And it's mostly this was mostly books as the new campaign Case Blue, Wallet Games, and you've got like stuff from Osprey Games as well, the Stargrave stuff, and the Osprey Games have actually really taken off in the store, and it's always great when a new rule set comes up because it basically means you know um, the miniatures can be used for different things. And Osprey usually, not usually, almost always is miniature agnostic, so you can actually or manufacturer agnostic, so you can actually use any figures from any manufacturers, which is great. Now this one, this one caught my eye very quickly when I saw it. This is tribal. Honor is everything. This is from a North Star. It looks really great. It's I want to say it's a very melee based game because it's about caveman tribes fighting each other. It's a very nice angle. I might see whether I can get a hold of this so I can like try this out. The figures look very nice. Then we have release radar, and these are all the new releases that are coming out. And as you can see, lots of good miniatures. These ones look really nice. This ones look really nice, and some nice mushroom men as well. Package shot for King and Covenant. Yeah, this is in support of the Covenant sprue that you get at the in with the figure. And then you got quick fire. Yeah, so there's the quick fire section, and you get to see all the it's all the I think it's the yeah, it is the activities from different clubs around the country and all over the world. And then you got for the Glory of Rome. It looks quite nice. NATO forces for World War III. Then you got the World of Pulp. And this is in line with what you're gonna get, what you got on the cover. So it's going to be a very pulpy cover, and it's one of the first few pulp articles that you're going to get inside. Very nicely, I've read through this. It's a very nice article, and if you haven't done any pulp gaming, I do recommend it. It's a nice getaway from your usual science fiction. I mean, high science fiction or grim dark science fiction or historicals. You get to play with all these like different character figures. Most of the pulp figures have a lot of different or characters in it, which I quite like. It's very characterful. Yeah, so if you haven't, do give it a go. Then you got Deep Cut Studios, you got First Core, and then an ACW model making masterclass. If you're into model making, this is not a bad article. It gives you a lot of recommendations, lots of things to look at, for inspiration, perhaps. No, just perhaps for good for yes, definitely inspiration. And then you got the Silver Bayonet. This is the Canada book for the Silver Bayonet, the Cult of Dracula. Keeping with the theme of pulp. I actually have a Dracula figure from Wargames Games, which at some point I think I'll paint. They've got this. I think it's out for the count, that figure, that set. I might paint that. Anyways, moving along, you've got pulp figures, the pulp core rules, and then you got a war gaming retrospective, and this one's a talk with well, if you've been around the war gaming scene long enough, you would have heard the name Charles Grant. And there's an interview with him. Heinz figures, Operation Blandings. What's this? Oh, it's wait, it's Churchill in a D-Ray. So yeah, you got a little bit of pulp science fiction here. The editor making an appearance. Um, Let me see, OBs or a battle, and then you got building in Old West building. Moving along, you've got Danger on the Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, another pulp article. I love this issue because occasionally it's nice to take your gaming outside the usual historicals or the usual branded or franchise core miniatures and try something new because the world of miniatures is filled with like really really nice figures, and I think giving these miniatures a chance is always a great idea. And then we have Rupert's Jungle Jaunt, the Royals in Gambia, 1652, and this is basically the campaign. I really like the ships here; they look really really nice. And if you look over here, it's actually a campaign map, which is I think really really cool. Of course, pictures of nice figures always helps. And then here's the cover mount. Now, cover mount in Wargames Illustrated is basically the free frame or the featured frame. And in this one, they give you recommendations of colors that you can use. And this one was kind of good for me because I need to figure out how to base the gun, the artillery gun. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And also to do some these big flags. There wasn't a breakdown of what the sprue was, so it was nice to look at the figures here to know which one was going to be the commander sprue and which one was the cavalry sprue. Next up, we got the sea foam trees, and well, as of late, I've been into trying to make different kinds of trees because I've got a whole lot of tables to build, and this is another great resource using well, it's basically scratch building trees, and then we got Bedouins and Barons. This article is filled with really nice figures. I don't play this period to be honest. Maybe I should. Maybe I should give this a go. It's got different scenarios, 3 scenarios in all, and then we got that sinking feeling, and this is basically a kit that they've well they broke up the kit to make a really nice diorama, and it's got all these nice details in it. It's worth like picking up the book and having a look at it, or actually keeping this in your collection. And then we got Saxon Wargaming at Sutton Hoo, and this guy I need Wargaming in a historical location. I think that's a really great angle. And then you got more advertisements, even more advertisements, and Vox Populi. If you haven't, go and head over to the Wargames Atlantic because their Vox Populi or Populi is really great. You get to vote for what you're gonna make next. It's a great idea. And then we got the Draugr, the undead from Gripping Beast. Also very nice figures. And that's pretty much that's pretty much it. That's issue 431, Wargames Illustrated. I'm not so sure if it'll still be available when this video comes out. But if you find it, in a bargain bin anywhere, or if somebody's willing to sell you the magazine after reading it, I do recommend getting it. It's well written and quite enjoyable. So yeah, like, subscribe if you like magazine flip throughs like this, and don't forget to enjoy painting those figures.